chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. I want you to understand that there's a huge difference between you feeling alone or lonely, and that's not what I mean by misery loves company, okay? You've been hurt, you've been betrayed, you've been abused, you thought you were in a loving relationship with someone, and you've woken up to realize it was an absolute chaotic disaster. And this is the thing, it's very different, okay? A narcissist can't be alone for any period of time, and this is why they often monkey branch so quickly into new relationships, like so quickly, okay? They could be married in a week, all right? Let's just face it. And that's why I always encourage you to learn to be empowered and thrive in your solitude, all right? It is a hard ask, okay? But if you can persevere it and actually thrive in your solitude and thrive in your alone time, you'll always defeat the narcissist that was involved in your life, okay? And this is why you don't need to have any qualms or any worries about the narcissist going on with the new supply, because they're healing through people, all right? You don't need to let this new supply phase you. You don't need to be worried about the new supply. You don't need to be worried and think that a narcissist that was involved in your life is going to do everything for the new supply that they didn't do for you. They try that tactic. Yes, they do try that tactic indeed. All right, they will, the things they promised to do with you, they will actually try to do that with the new supply. Okay, but they're doing that in spite of you. They're doing that because of you. Okay, that's why everything has to be looking beneath the veil. All right, excuse me. Everything has to be looking beneath the veil, and you have to see the agendas and motives behind why they would go out of their way to say they always promised you that they would get married to you, but they never did. And then they married the new supply, and you're thinking, what the hell is going on? They strung you along for years, and they never married you, but they married the new supply. They're marrying the new supply in spite of you. Okay, they're not marrying the new supply with pure intentions of devotedly being in a devoted having devotion towards their new supply partner, and they're doing it in spite of you and to annoy you and to frustrate you. And that's why you need to always back away, okay, and understand that everything that a narcissist does from the point your relationship ended onwards will always be to try and infuriate you, will always be to try and make you jealous, will always be to try and annoy you and make you envious and things like that. But digging deeper beneath the surface, all right, you might say, but Zion, that hurts, that hurts, right? But look, digging beneath the surface, the intentions are based at a source with you in mind. They're married, just for example, they're marrying the new supply. The source of their intention for marrying a new supply, I'm just using this as an example, is because of you, all right? So, like, especially in, it doesn't have to be marriage, I'm just using that as an example, but you need to have pure intentions in a marriage and things like that, right? Their intentions are not pure. Their intentions are based around you. The agenda, the motive is based around you. So you never need to worry about the new supply. You never need to have any qualms about the new supply. And you need to understand that the narcissist that was involved in your life can't tolerate being alone. All right? And they're in desperate need for attention. They're fiending for attention from you, right? Whether positive or negative supply. Whether it's you being jealous, or you being annoyed, or you being frustrated, or you being angry, or you being hateful, or you being bitter, or you know what I'm saying, which can be natural process of emotions after you see something like that on their social media, or you see them parading down the street, or you like narcissists that are involved in your life would I've actually seen someone in the comment section saying this. I hope they don't mind me sharing it. The narcissist involved in the life, after they broke up, they went with a neighbor. Okay, they actually went that close with a neighbor. All right, and actually that reminds me, there's actually someone who I had a session with who, that's a similar example what happened to them as well. Now that could obviously really be so traumatic for you to go through, because you're seeing it not through the lens, through the scope of social media, which is also hurtful, of course. You're seeing it through the scope of in your face, and they're flaunting it in your face. And I made a video recently, if you want to check that out, about the narcissist flaunting the new supplier in your face. And yeah, several times I've heard this experience of narcissists going on with neighbors. Okay, this is a motive. All right, they're deliberately, they'll go to the nearest thing. Okay, and there was someone that said that this is what they said. The narcissist, they had to get something put in their windows, so because they would see the narcissist go into their neighbor's house, and the narcissist used to peer in their windows at them. So they wanted something to reflect out. I don't know what type of thing they put in, but they installed something where it reflected out, so the narcissist could no longer look into their windows. But this is what I'm trying to say. You have to look beneath the veil and see the motive and the agenda behind why they're doing these things. It's with a sole intention of you in mind. All right? And this is why I say to you, you can never be fazed by them. All right? You can never be fazed by them going on to new suppliers. They often will go on to a new supply that could resemble you in one way, shape, or form. Or they could go into a new supply that is the complete opposite of what they said their interests or their likes are, or what catches their eye. And that's another agenda or motive to get at you. All right, they do these things. They're weirdos. All right, but this is because they're suffering of losing the potent supply. But they don't have the courage, the mental fortitude, the foresight, what's the word I'm looking for? The moral compass, that they don't have what it takes to, repair a relationship in a healthy way. Okay, they get further and further away, and they destroy the relationship on layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, and they destroy it so much so they result in a very, very dysfunctional circumstance where they're unhappy with the new supply. There's no way back to you. They don't know how to build the bridge back to you. They don't know how to bridge the gap. They don't know how to repair it. They don't know how to do this. So they continue on their search and their quest to try and find a new supply to supersede you. Or alternatively, they'll cling to this new supply out of desperation, and they'll try and change the new supply into you. And like I was saying in the earlier segment, they'll even start doing things that they promise they'll do with you. They'll start, and it's not that they actually change and become a new person, and that's what often worries you as the victim of narcissistic abuse. You think they're going to actually change and become a better person. No, they're not. They're doing all of these intentions with you in mind. All right, so understand that the narcissist can't be alone. And if you can learn to be empowered in your solitude, in being alone, in not being in a relationship, you'll be better prepared for when you do find a relationship, because you're happy alone. And that's what I always try to say to everyone. Okay? You'll be much better prepared if you're healed for a healthy relationship, if you're finally over the narcissist involved in your life. Because you're not preempting like a relationship in your future in spite of the narcissist involved in your life, like the narcissist is doing to you. All right, you're not trying to make them jealous. You're not trying to flaunt it in their face. You're generally in your future, aligning with someone who resonates with you, similar spirit, similar interests, and you'll find that, but you're healed. And that's the crucial component. You're healed. You haven't got any trauma left over. You don't have to be like this. I don't want to daunt you or anything, but the healing journey is lifelong. Okay, you're always going to remember your scars and your wounds and your things, and there's kind of trauma you're going to have to overcome, but you're healed enough to actually be in a new relationship when you're ready to. That's why don't follow the path of the narcissist, okay? And don't let you being alone be the factor of why you jump into something very quickly. I can understand many of you may have done this already and you figured out, okay, there's another toxic individual, or this person's worse, or things like that. This can often happen, but please understand and embrace that. I'm not criticizing you if you feel lonely or you feel alone or things like that, or you crave companionship. It's totally different to a narcissist that was involved in your life, monkey branching to a new supply and being and misery loves company, you know. It's very different. Okay, you're not searching for company like the narcissist does. All right, it's a soul core desire in the human being, in all human beings, in fact. Well, narcissists have a warped way of thinking about it, and toxic individuals have a warped way of thinking about it, but there's a core desire in genuine souls and regular, authentic, real people, right? That you desire to find someone who resonates with you and your souls align, intertwine, and things like that. It's a core desire in you. Even if you enjoy being alone, it still remains, okay? So I just want you to understand that taking your time out is a crucial step to take. And I want you to understand that don't let this new supply get to you. Don't let what the narcissist that was involved in your life is doing for new supply, whatever life they're leading. You know, it's all fictitious, it's all smoke and mirrors, and really the sole agenda behind it is you. Please embrace that. Look beneath the veil. Okay, see this from a bird's eye view. They're fixated on you. They're obsessed with you. And a lot of the times, these new suppliers actually realize and know that these narcissists involved in your life are obsessed about you and can't get over you. All right, because the narcissists often speak your name an awful lot. All right, when they're alone, the narcissist and this dusty new supply, they talk your name a lot. They gossip about you, they slander you, they backbite you, and sometimes even the narcissist that was involved in your life will triangulate you and actually praise you to try and accomplish more and gain more from the new supply when they're trying to change the new supply into you. All right, so don't think that they're living this peaches and cream, sunshine and rainbows, happily ever after fairy tale lifestyle. All right, narcissists are miserable as shit. All right, they're miserable, sad, decrepit souls. All right, and even when you is in their life, they're still unsatisfiable creatures. Okay, and that's with you as a potent supply. So they're certainly not getting it with this new supply. I promise you that. So you don't need to be fazed by it. You really don't need to be fazed by it. And I want you to try and be empowered in being alone and really take your time to heal. Okay? Choose a period of time that you dedicate to yourself and your healing journey and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy healing. Okay? You cultivate a relationship with yourself. Okay? And by getting to know yourself more and more, you're better prepared for your future. Not only for future relationships, but in all aspects of life, for business, for your career, for your children, and all aspects of life, you're better prepared for life by having this healthy time, developing a bond with yourself, developing a link with your spirituality or your maker, and really building on yourself. Yeah. So I promise you, life will open up for you and things will get easier and better. I promise you, I assure you, 100%, no doubt. So thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the main channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organization or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.